The title of this presentation is Phonological Awareness, the Building Blocks of Literacy. What is phonological awareness? The awareness of the sound structure of language at any size unit of sound. For example, word, syllable, and sound within words. Why is phonological awareness important? First, phonological awareness is a critical component of the alphabetic system, which helps students learn the code they will use to later read printed language. Second, phonological awareness predicts reading and spelling outcomes. Nevertheless, many so-called poor readers have weak phonological awareness skills. How does phonological awareness connect to literacy? Phonological awareness builds a foundation for literacy. Readers convert letters or letter strings into sounds in order to produce the sounds represented by those letters or letter strings. Beginning readers must build awareness of the sound structure of language. For example, a reader must be able to recognize and isolate the sound f in order to decode the printed form of the word fish. It takes several years to develop phonological awareness. In so-called typically developing children, phonological awareness begins to develop between the ages 2 and 4. 20% of children require explicit teaching to gain insight into the phonological structure of language. It's intuitive for about 80% of children. There are several important terms to know and define in relation to phonological and phonemic awareness. Syllable. A syllable is a part of a word that contains a vowel sound. Every syllable has a vowel sound. Every time you make a vowel sound, you open your mouth. You can count the number of syllables in a word by counting the number of times you open your mouth when you say the word. For example, Wisconsin has 3 vowels. Wis-con-sin. I make 3 vowel sounds and hear 3 syllables in the word Wisconsin. We can break syllables into smaller parts. One part of a syllable is the onset. Onset refers specifically to the initial consonant sound in a syllable. For example, the s sound in the word sun. Another part of a syllable that follows the onset is the rhyme, R-I-M-E. The rhyme refers to the part of the syllable that contains the vowel and the sounds that follow. For example, cat has 1 syllable. We can break cat into onset, k, and rhyme, at. Syllables can be broken into smaller sound units as well. A phoneme is the smallest unit of spoken language. For example, in the word cat, we can break the single syllable into 3 smaller sound units. K, a, t. Linguists estimate that English has between 41 and 47 phonemes. There are videos on YouTube that can help you practice your articulation of the phonemes used in English. Now that we have some working definitions of key concepts, let's apply these to the tasks of phonological awareness that we can address in our instruction with beginning readers. From least to most complex, we begin with restating or counting words in a sentence, recognizing and generating rhyming words, counting syllables, separating onset rhymes, and then we shift to the most sophisticated phonemic awareness skills that involve manipulating phonemes within words by segmenting, blending, adding, substituting, or omitting. Restating or counting words in a sentence. Say a sentence aloud, the frog can jump. Have the students repeat, the frog can jump, as they pop 1 bubble for each word using a push-pop fidget. Another activity for restating or counting words in a sentence is called one at a time. The teacher slowly says a sentence. We are on our way to lunch. Students take 1 step or hop or skip for each word in the sentence. A variation on this can include stepping on 1 tile square for each word. Recognizing and generating rhyming words. Present the student with objects or picture cards. For a recognition task, ask, which one rhymes with blank? Which one rhymes with tree? For a generation task, request, tell me a word that rhymes with blank. Tell me a word that rhymes with ring. Another option here is to ask for a same different judgment call. For example, does dog rhyme with fig? Catch a rhyme involves using an object like a beach ball to toss to the student who catches the ball as they respond to the request, tell me a word that rhymes with blank. For counting or recognizing syllables, one activity involves using spoken words. Say the word sunglasses, ask the student to tell how many syllables the word has. Oddity detection is another activity. The teacher says 3 words, sunshine, Sunday, cowboy, and asks which one does not begin with sun. What's in a name is an activity that involves counting syllables. The teacher holds up an animal figure, picture, or simply says an animal name. One student is asked to clap, snap, or tap the syllables as the teacher slowly repeats the name. For the task of separating onsets and rhymes, the teacher can use sound blocks. Give the student 2 blocks that do not have numbers or letters written on them. Place them in a horizontal row. Then say, when I want to say blank, tap in 2 parts. Touch the blocks like this, t, while touching the first block, app while touching the second block, t, app, tap. Then repeat the process with other app words, wrap, cap, map. Instead of blocks, a slinky or stretchy band can work as well. Say the whole word cat, then separate the sounds while stretching or pulling the word k, at. W4 practice item. A kindergarten teacher asks a small group of students to repeat after her. First she says the word grape and then pronounces it as grape. Next she says the word take and pronounces it as ake. This activity is likely to promote the students' phonemic awareness primarily by A, helping them recognize distinct syllables in oral language, B, encouraging them to divide onsets and rhymes, C, teaching them how to distinguish between consonants and vowels, or D, promoting their awareness of letter-sound correspondence. The correct answer is B, encouraging them to divide words into onsets and rhymes. The tasks that we have examined so far fit under the umbrella of phonological awareness. All of these tasks involve listening and spoken language. They can be done in the dark. They are considered lights-off activities because we don't need printed language. Raindrops that fall beneath this phonological awareness umbrella on the image for this slide include words in sentences, syllables, onset rhyme, and rhyme alliteration. On the opposite side of the umbrella's handle includes raindrops that fit under the phonological umbrella, but more specifically relate to phonemic awareness. Isolation, blending, segmenting, addition, deletion, and substitution. Phonemic awareness specifically refers to the knowledge that words are made up of a combination of individual sounds and the ability to hold on to sounds, blend them into words, and take them apart again. Phonemic awareness skills range in complexity from least to most. On this slide, a staircase forms with the basic step of phoneme isolation and graduates up to blending and segmenting. This is followed by manipulation skills, addition, deletion, substitution. The initials for each skill form the phrase PIBS, MADS, PIBS, MADS. If you cannot remember PIBS, MADS, develop a mnemonic that helps remember the order. The most basic step is phoneme isolation. A task may involve showing students objects or pictures and asking them, what is the first sound in blank? What is the first sound in mat? Listen for Blending comes before segmenting. The order of the letters BS is somewhat memorable due to its use in phrases like I call BS. Blending would involve asking the student to tell you the word made up of the sounds at that can be blended to form mat. Segmenting is starting with the whole word pen and asking the student to tell you the sounds p, e, n. More complex skills involve phoneme manipulation. First, addition. Start with all and add b to the beginning. This makes ball. Then deletion. What is man without an? Then substitution. Start with fan and change n to t. This makes fat. The Canvas page includes a video clip of a Heggerty phonemic awareness lesson. Here's another video clip to demonstrate what instruction looks like. Up to 30% of children who receive blending and segmenting training show little to no meaningful performance gains, and those who do will regress when explicit instruction fades. So, attend to the stimuli used in tasks. Use words from dense rather than sparse lexical neighborhoods. Examples include hat, fat, cat, sat. Non-examples are rouge, deluge. Continuant sounds, fricatives like f and s, and nasals like are easier for beginning readers to blend than non-continuant sounds. B, t. Rotate continuant sounds like mop with stop sounds like t, op. Add visuals or pictures and manipulatives, counters, and even movement or gestures. Check your understanding. Can you distinguish between phonological and phonemic awareness, the two sides of the umbrella image? Identify the role of phonological and phonemic awareness in reading development. Builds a foundation for later literacy skills when sounds are encountered in their written form and printed language. Differentiate between phonemic awareness and phonics. Think of lights on versus lights off. Lights off, this can be done in the dark through speaking and listening modalities. Identify the levels of phonological and phonemic awareness. There's a staircase image on this slide that shows the levels and complexity. Identify strategies to promote phonological and phonemic awareness. Describe the role of phonological processing in the reading development of individual students. The Canvas site can expand your knowledge on these objectives. It includes 4 videos related to phonological phonemic awareness. There's 1 bonus video to practice articulating phonemes in English. The site also has 6 readings. Finally, we've included several activities and resources in print or web-based form related to instruction and assessment in the areas of phonological and phonemic awareness.